loves, it's Sam. So, you guys know I tried the Nars Sheer Glow last week or whatever. And I told you guys I would do an actual review on it because a lot of people have been asking. So, I figured I would do it. Note to self, or you, or whatever. So, you know we got this, I got it in the baggie because they were out of the samples. I don't actually have the jar to show you, I'm really sorry. I cut a little corner of it off so that I could just kind of squeeze it out. Well, Jay comes and grabs it and freaking squirts it all over the place. All over him, all over the table. It just like squirted out a lot. So, massive mess. So this is the color. The color that I have is Fiji. And I'll show you. Oh my gosh, it's like such a mess. I need to get a little pot or something of it. So that's the color right there. If you guys, it looks way dark for me. It's, wow, my hand must be really, really white. Anyway, I've written notes down because I knew that I'd probably forget. I know when I spoke about it in my Friday favorites, I super duper loved it and I was like so excited. Well, I wore it for that whole day and it's, you know, I didn't actually go outside, so I never got a chance to like look at it in the real light. And I still really, really liked it, but I did have a couple of issues. But then the next day, I wore it again and I wore it outside and we were running errands and I looked in the mirror in the car and I was like, oh, oh my gosh, it was horrible. It oxidized so badly. And I always bring my foundation on my neck, but for some reason, foundations only ever oxidize on my face. So I looked in the mirror and literally had this like massive line with just like, it went 2 shades darker than it was when I first applied it in the morning. And then of course my neck didn't oxidize, so my neck was still white, and then my face was like orangish. Oh my gosh, it was horrible. I was like, oh my god, we can't go anywhere else. Like, this is not good. So I zipped my sweater all the way up here and I put my scarf really wrapped it around so that nobody would see the difference. But that was not good. So I'm going to show you kind of, or talk about the good points, the bad points. The packaging is really cute, and I really apologize that I don't have anything to show you guys. But it's basically just like a little kind of, you know, jar. It does have a pump, so that's really good. So the packaging is super nice. I believe it's $42, so it's definitely on the pricey side of foundations. I would say that you get about 3 to 5 hours of wear where it really truly does stay looking really beautiful. When you first put it on, it looks so amazing, and that's why I liked it at first so much, because after a couple of hours it just looks so pretty. It leaves a really beautiful finish. I wouldn't say it's sheer or glowy. I'll talk about that in a second. It's definitely a full coverage foundation, or at least a medium to full. Maybe if you apply it with your fingers and don't apply it as much, you could maybe do on the sheer medium, but I wouldn't say it's just sheer foundation. And it's kind of got a semi-matte finish, so I wouldn't say if you're looking for a really glowy foundation, it's going to give you that glow right off of the bat when you first apply it. Throughout the day though, I did notice that I did get quite kind of glowy looking in the T-zone, kind of right here and right there. So maybe that's what they're talking about, like later through the day you will get a bit of a glow. Because I did look and it wasn't super oily, it wasn't like, whoa, grease face. It was kind of just like, you're a little bit glowy in life, you know? At first, when I first applied it, it was the perfect color. It looked beautiful, it blended everything well, covers amazing. It covers everything that you need to cover. It just looks like beautiful, flawless skin at first. But then after like, I would say 4 to 5 hours, it started getting like really cruddy around my chin. Basically anywhere that you have like boo-boos. So I may be thinking, if you've got really nice skin and you don't have scarring or acne or dry spots or anything like that, you could probably, it would be fine with you. But because I do have such a problem area on my chin, it just started breaking down and it was like getting all kind of like, oof, like blotchy, you know, like like speckled or something, just like this sheer matte did. And then on my forehead wrinkles, if you go back to my Friday favorites and fudge roux when I was wearing the Nars Sheer Glow, you'll see my forehead wrinkles were showing in the video so bad. And I was like, oh my god, my forehead wrinkles are really, really bad. So now I'm like all like self-conscious of my forehead wrinkles. I think it just settles into all of the lines. Like also my smile lines, it was stuck real bad in there. So it really stuck to all of my wrinkles. Like it got settled in the fine lines and wrinkles really bad. And then all around my sits, it was just, or I don't even, well, I did kind of have a couple sits at the time, but they were just, it just didn't look good. It was just breaking down. It was speckly. It just didn't look nice. However, if you go back and get your brush and just kind of, you know, smooth over it, it's fine. So the nice thing is it does blend really easily. It's not one of those foundations that sticks or, you know, you have to like work really fast because it's gonna be tacky and then boom, you can't touch it. You can blend it out really easily and then you can go back later and you can touch it up. So I would say it's a great foundation. It does photograph really pretty as well. I'd say it's a great foundation if you're like kind of just going to wear it as a date or for a special event that's only going to be a couple of hours, because it does look really beautiful for those first few hours. Photographs really pretty, looks amazing on the skin, and it's really easy to touch up. But if you're looking for something like, say you're going to work or an all-day event or a wedding or something like that, where you really don't want to have to babysit it and keep on checking in the mirror, oh my god, am I looking okay? I wouldn't recommend it because it doesn't, I would say it's got about 5 hours of wear, 3 to 5 hours where it looks really, really great, and then it kind of just starts falling apart from there. It does transfer. So again, if you're kind of, you know, if you have a cold, don't use it, because when you go like this, it's going to wipe all the makeup off. I think that's about it as far as what I noticed on me. And I have acne prone. I would say it's just normal. It's not oily. It's not really dry, although it is a little bit on the drier side right now because I am using acne treatments. So that could have been why it looked a bit funny around here, because I am using something that's drying me up a little bit. Again, everyone is different. It could work beautifully on you. You might have really nice skin and it doesn't settle into lines or anything. So, you know, always go to Sephora. They'll give you a sample. Get a sample and try it out. And make sure you go outside, because inside in the light it looked completely fine until I went outside and I was like, oh, nutsicles, that's messed up, you know? Even Jay was like, babe, oh, you got a big old mask line. And I was like, oh, crud moly, this sucks. And there's nothing worse than being out running errands and then feeling like, oh my god, what if someone sees me and they know that I like do these videos and they see that I have like orange line. Oh my god, it was horrible. That is my review. I would never buy it. I wouldn't spend the $42. I don't like foundations that I have to worry about after a few hours, you know? I really like that I can just wear something and I know all day long it's going to stay put. It's not going to get messed up. It's not going to go weird or pixely, you know? You know how like things, videos or TV can get a bit pixely? That's how I explain it on my face. It just looked a bit pixely. So, I would say 1 out of 10. I would give it a 6. You know, it's really beautiful at first, amazing coverage, looks beautiful, but then it just gets a bit poo after a few hours. So, nuts. I thought it was going to be a winner, but it's not a winner for me. But, you know, I know so many people love that foundation. So many people have raved about it. That's why I wanted to try it. But, you know, when I was watching Pixie Woo and they love it, hello, they've got like the most perfect skin of life. They don't have any boo-boos on their face. It's like so soft and delightful. So maybe if you've got issues in life, don't get it. So I hope that helped. I hope that kind of, you know, if you were thinking about getting it, it either said, cool, I'm going to go get it, or no, maybe I won't spend the money. Okay, so thank you. Please subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you later. Bye!